Right, we are here at All Stars, and I am catching up with Olivia Thornley after a terrific win yesterday on Chase the Dream. But I want to find a little bit more. But firstly, welcome, Liz.
No, thank you for having me.
That was one of the wins of the day, actually, yesterday by Chase the Dream. Pretty sure it was the Woodlands Sire Stakes for the 2-year-old colts and geldings. That part of it's right. But it was an amazing win. I watched a replay this morning, and you watch it live and you think, yeah, it was a great win. Watch the replay, it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal run by my fella. Turning for home, I thought I'd run a nice place in, to be fair, and he just kept on, did them right to the line.
It's going into that first turn. If you watch a replay, you only have to watch like first 300 metres and just have a look at the horse that's last. Like, did you actually look up and say, where are they?
No, just the way it worked out. It was just had to work into a plan and see how we go, and it was lucky we got the trip that we got in the end just to bring us into it. Yeah,
it was basically you had no choice because you drew the widest gate, a lot of speed underneath you, so you're always going back. But just a lot of horses went hard. A couple in the middle all said, "Oh, we'll just let everything settle out," and just that massive shuffle back. Got a great motor, I would say, the horse, but just got a terrific will to win as well by the looks of him.
Yeah, 100%. He's got a huge will to win, and he's just his sheer speed when he's staying for one run was showing yesterday.
Yeah, and it's scary. It must have been fun too for you going down the outside.
Yeah, no, it's a really good feeling, just the way he hit the line, and it was just amazing for the horse to get the win because he deserved it with how he raced.
I interviewed you 12 months ago. Well, 12 months ago in 2 days' time. No, it wasn't actually. It was Grand Prix. It was a little bit longer ago, actually, wasn't it? No matter what, won the Oaks Group 1 win for you. Since then, you've notched up 50 wins. It's quite funny for the Aussies because you're driving in an Oaks and you win an Oaks, 50 wins. Like a lot of people achieve more than that. It's very hard in New Zealand to get a crack and to get a go. So to get a win like you did yesterday, that must have been a huge thrill for you.
Yeah, it is a huge thrill. Like Aussie racing, you race multiple times a week, and here we're lucky to race twice a week around the Canterbury region. So being a junior to get the wins I've had so far is phenomenal.
Is that hard? I just did an interview with young Seth Hill. He's about to embark on his first part of his career, and is it hard to get that start?
It is, just for the sheer volume of drivers we have in Canterbury. There's a lot of junior drivers around, and they're all based with different stables. So you look in a juniors field, and 9 times out of 10 there's already a set driver there. So it does make it hard, but it is rewarding when you get the success you get.
How do you go about, I suppose, keeping your chin up, if you like? Like I said, almost 12 months ago, you win a Group 1 race. It'd be fair to say you haven't been knocked off your feet for drives. It's not like you're driving 6 and 7 horses out at every meeting. So how do you keep your chin up about it?
Oh, you can't complain. Like, everything comes in waves. You get what you get, and I'm just grateful for the drives I get, the quality I get, and I may not get huge numbers, but what I'm getting is just phenomenal, and I can't thank the whole team enough.
And take those opportunities when they come. It's actually funny, I was having a giggle to myself because you didn't have the best of days, actually, that Grand Prix day. You might have sampled the dirt a couple of times, or at least once earlier on in that day. I'm pretty sure you got tipped out, did you not?
Yeah, so last year, Cup Day, I had 4 drives, tipped out twice and galloped on the other 2 and took no part. So going into yesterday, I couldn't have got any worse than I did the year before.
Winning on the big stage like that, though, that was one thing I did want to touch on, in front of a crowd like that. So that's your biggest crowd you've been in front of. That must have been a hell of a buzz too. Yeah,
every driver wants to win a race on Cup Day, and just for me to do it, it was just amazing, and the huge thrill of everyone yelling and cheering. It's a huge atmosphere.
Right, we said that you recently drove 50 winners. It was only a few weeks ago, I'd say 3-4 weeks ago. It might have been a bit longer than that. And probably since then, you've been on a roll, Mark, getting a suspension, not going to a couple of meetings too, which, I mean, that helps. He's not going to drive at a lot of the Sunday meetings and things like that going forward. And you seized on your opportunity. Do you pinch yourself a little bit about how it is going?
Oh, I honestly, this past 6 weeks, I have pinched myself. The opportunities I've had, as it has been with Mark being suspended, I've just had huge opportunities to drive the horses I have, and I'm just so grateful to the owners and obviously Mark and Nathan for giving me the opportunity when they could easily have put someone else on. Yeah,
well and truly they could have, and Blair has been doing a lot of driving for you. He is the country's leading driver, and so it must be really cool to see your name down to driver Cooters and those sort of horses, Oscar Bonavinas, but it must be so much cooler when you're reading the results and you see yourself in first.
Yeah, no, to see a name next to those horses, let alone winning with them, it's just phenomenal, and just the sheer horsepower I've been able to drive the past 6 weeks is just amazing.
Do you learn something from driving good horses?
Yeah, you definitely do. It's just you're a lot more confident in yourself when you have good horses because you know they can cop a bit more work and in the race you can put them anywhere and they can still carry on. It gives you a lot more confidence.
If you make a mistake, they can sort of almost hide it because of their ability?
Yeah, some of them, the real good ones they can take you out of a bad spot and still win the race, so it's an amazing feeling.
No matter what, last year wasn't the easiest of drives. Probably, like you'd probably say to agree, it wasn't probably the prettiest of drives because she wasn't an easy horse to handle. She proved that in the grins. I mean, she has a little bit of a mind of her own. Now you get on these other horses and they are pretty drives. The horse you drove yesterday is a very pretty drive. That must be good for a young person as well. Like you get on these horses that have got manners. They drive you into it. It must help you.
Oh, it does make things easier, but like a horse of no matter what's quality, just to drive her as well, even though she was tricky, you still knew you had the horsepower, so she no mean feat by herself of what she did in her very short career, and it does make a difference, but it's still rewarding.
Tricky's an understatement. She's random as they come.
Yeah, she is, but now she's off to be a mother, so she's done what she can, so no, she's had a really good one season, and now she's going to have some more foals.
You get on a horse like Oscar Bonavina, he's just over there, to be honest. And a horse with a lot of ability, but he's probably undersold himself a little bit, the horse. Like from time to time he's had runs where people think he should win it and he hasn't. You and him seem to click. You seem to have got a good rapport with him.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. Like, it is well known he's had a lot of soundness issues, which is why he hasn't always run the best races, but it's just the easiest way to drive is just save for one run, and the sheer speed he has is the speed of a pacer, so you can generally overcome most other horses in the field.
Mark's taking the drive back in the Dominion Handicap, but you'll be barracking for him?
Oh, 100%. You'd cheer for the horse all day. Everyone loves that horse. There's not a single person that doesn't cheer for Oscar.
Yeah, he's a bit infectious, and he left the stable for a while and he's come back. Like, not many leave here and actually get to make their way back in, do they?
No, but he has a special place in everyone's heart, and obviously Mark Part owns him, so we just want to do the best for him.
Yeah, and Mark, I know Mark likes him. There's no problems there at all. Millwood, Nike, 19 straight now, 16 straight. Oh, it's got to be 19. It's got to be 18 straight to break a record. Sorry, but that's okay. I do mistakes. Everyone does mistakes. Watching her yesterday, though, that was a great race. I watch it as a neutral person. Were you worried at all? Like especially when she was 3 deep and the 2 underneath were still going with her, where you're like, oh, now might be the time that she's going to be susceptible?
You look at her races and you think she's vulnerable at some point, but just her sheer willpower on race day, she just leaves it all on the track and just digs in so deep and has such a huge will to win. Yeah,
she's a brilliant horse, because I tell people, and this sounds silly, she's so great to watch, but there's nothing actually to watch about her. Like, she's a plain bay mare. She's a good size, but she's not overly big. She's not small. But once she steps out on that racetrack, she just floats, and there's something different about her that there is to other horses.
Yeah, no, just the way she floats and paces, it's just like she glides across the track, and it's just so effortless for her, everything that she does.
So you're a driver, you're driving group races, listed races, cups and the likes. To me, yesterday, she was on the track watching you. You're more nervous. Do you get more nervous when you're watching her and observing how she's going?
Yeah, I was actually more nervous watching Nike than I was to chase a dream. It's just when you look after a horse like her, you're obviously wanting the best for them, and I was a little bit nervous.
What are the goals, Liv? Obviously, I would imagine to keep driving more winners. Do you want to travel? Do you want to? Are you a homebody? Are you going to stay here in New Zealand, or do you want to be a trainer? Like, is there goals, or is it basically just let it see where it ends up at the minute?
Obviously, I want to keep driving as many winners as I can. I do have my trainer's licence. I've got 3 foals that I bred with my mother, so they're obviously in the pipeline to hopefully step out soon, and we'll just keep ticking away on the breeding and training side of things along with the driving.
How old are you?
23.
Yeah, so you've got a long time to go. So travel wasn't mentioned then. You're a bit of a homebody as far as a Kiwi? Yeah,
I do love Kiwi. I wouldn't say no to travelling, but now that I've got a few horses to train, I'd rather stay in South Island.
Yeah, I tell people, like, it is cool here. I know a lot of people that sort of probably get caught up and muddled up in it sometimes, think that it's so much better elsewhere, but you have quiet days. I don't know if you guys are going out to the gallops, but Mark's got a couple of gallopers. Like today, most of the attention centres then on a gallop, so harness people get to work their horses and have an afternoon off and reset for the Friday. It is not too bad a lifestyle here in New Zealand.
No, definitely not. We have it pretty good compared to other parts of the world, and just the balance of only racing a few times a week against probably an Aussie where people go all the time with race meetings, it does balance itself out.
Yeah, Groundhog Day goes round and round. It's no fun, I can tell you that. This is a lot more fun, but I do get it pretty easy too, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, no, it is pretty good.
No, Liv, thank you. Congratulations. Hopefully, have you got any drives Friday?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you get some drives and you get some winners. But if not, just keep driving the winners, keep doing what you're doing. I think you're doing a great job. And I know you're probably playing second fiddle, but you're not playing second fiddle to a bad bloke. He's got a fair record, so it's not too bad anyway. So just keep going the good work. And thanks for joining me. Congratulations on yesterday.
No, thank you very much.